But I would definitely 100% Sunshine over Odyssey any day.
I would 100% Galaxy over that game. Over Odyssey, anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean, that game, the 100% completion in Galaxy is not too bad.
I just didn't like the purple coins.
Yeah, well, they actually fixed that in the second game.
I still need to play through that more. Like, I played a little bit of it, but not enough. But I do like it.
It feels like with Galaxy 2, because the first one comes out, it's the Ocarina of Time effect, right? You know, it's like a game that is so new and so impressive that it becomes an instant classic, you know?
Right.
And then like Majora's Mask, Galaxy 2 originally started out as an expansion of the big impressive game that came before it. Like what would eventually become Master Quest inspired the development of Majora's Mask. Like Anuma said, "Hey, we have enough content to make a whole new game here. Can I go do that?" And then Lord Shiggy said, "Yeah, go ahead."
Lord Shiggy.
Yeah, Lord Shiggy, Fushigi. And
I diggy.
same thing happened with Galaxy 2. Originally, it was going to be like Galaxy 1.5.
Yes.
And they had these ideas, and then just like, hey, we have enough ideas to fill a whole new game. Can we go ahead and do that? And it's like, yeah, go ahead. And then it became Galaxy 2. And like Majora's Mask, it was better than the first one. And it got, I don't know, Majora's Mask kind of had mixed reception at the beginning.
Yeah,
but
I remember when Galaxy 2 came out, that was like 10 out of 10s all across the board. I remember that.
Yeah. Like all the critics loved Galaxy 2, but then a lot of I'm sure there are plenty of regular gamers who are like, yeah, this is definitely better, but even to this day, there's still people who insist that Galaxy 1 is better, and I feel like it's just because of that Ocarina of Time effect, because when it comes to like the game design of Galaxy 2, and the visuals, and you know, the breadth of the content, to me it's like no question Galaxy 2 is better. It's not even like the comparison between Adventure 1 and Adventure 2, where it's just like the games do lots of kind of different stuff that can lend themselves to different preferences. Like if you want bigger, more wide open levels, then sure, I could get why people would like this first game more. I personally, that's not what I'm looking for, so it's not, you know, a big thing for me. But with Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, they follow pretty much the same design philosophy. And the second game does it better, so that to me makes it better.
Now, from what I've heard from people who don't like Galaxy 2, and this is also kind of where I noticed a trend with Nintendo and where they took Mario after Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you said, like they have a lot of the same design philosophies, and when I played it for the first time, like I really couldn't tell any difference between like the controls, the graphics. It just felt like Mario Galaxy with Yoshi in it. I can't really comment on the levels because I don't really know much about the level design in Galaxy 2 because I haven't played it that often. But from what I hear, it's like people just say the same thing. It's like it feels like Galaxy 1, but with Yoshi added, it feels incredibly safe. And if you look at, I guess you could look at like the timeline. This was also around the time when New Super Mario Bros. Wii came out. I think that either came out like a year before.
Yeah, it came out the same year.
Same year.
Yeah.
Okay. It's also the same.
They were even announced at the same E3. I remember that.
But they were like really close together, and it's like that game was pretty much just the DS version, but with the Koopa Kids and with 4-player co-op. And then that's
higher quality graphics,
quote unquote better graphics. Yeah, like it still had like the same art direction. It just looked like the DS game, but enhanced.
I mean, it runs at a higher resolution.
Yeah, because I would hope so. Seeing a DS game
well,
on the big TV.
If you looked at screenshots of the two games back to back, you'd be like, "Oh no, the Wii version definitely looks better."
Yeah, because the DS game, I mean, like it looks
same
good
art
for the
direction,
DS,
which is
like,
what I think you were getting at.
Yeah. But then again, that's also like when we started seeing a lot more of the new trend where you just go back to the grassy hills, the desert, and that kept going on until Odyssey came around.
I do think that if it's worth you finishing Galaxy 2, because like I see what they mean, but that game doesn't feel nearly as safe as something like New Super Mario Bros. Wii did. Like that game was, even then, that game has some good level design in it too, so it's not like totally worthless.
Hey, Sonic!
But Galaxy 2 has plenty of creative levels and, you know, set pieces and visuals and bosses and all that.
I mean,
it's worth playing.
You gotta take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. because I'm just looking at it.
You're just kind of relaying what you understand the opposing point to be.
I'm doing that. And I'm also noticing like the causalities and the like how it how Mario kind of went down that path that he went on for a long time. I guess there's been about like 7 years. 7 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Galaxy 2 came out in 2010. 2010.
And then we got stuff like Sticker Star. Not too long after that.
3D Land, 3D World. We got Paper Jam. I mean, from what I understood, though, Dream Team is pretty out there.
Oh yeah.
Which I still need to play. I own it.
At least visually, it is. Like I haven't played the game since it came out, but it felt like Bowser's Inside Story with more creative levels,
right?
Or environments.
Also, for people watching, take everything that I'm saying with a huge grain of salt, because it's not like as if I'm a fan of the Mario series, anyways. So,
Yeah, Ryan's a filthy Mario hater.
I hate Mario. I wish Captain Rainbow was the mascot for Nintendo, not this red plumbing fucko. Where's my Captain Rainbow remake?
What is Captain Rainbow? Is that game where Birdo has a dildo?
I think so. I think it's the game where Birdo has a dildo, and where Little Mac is actually Big Mac, as in he's fat. It's a weird game. It's weird.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder how people. By the way, this Sky Chase minigame supposedly. I don't know. I played a little bit of Panzer Dragoon Orta when I bought the game.
How do you like it?
Well, I didn't get very far. I was just kind of testing it. Looks nice in 480p. I'll say that much. But the lock-on mechanic from Panzer Dragoon feels very similar to the tornado sections in this game. The only real difference is that in Panzer Dragoon, you can like turn the camera around to snipe at enemies from the side and behind you, and you can't do that here. But like the way that you lock on and like the little things pop out to shoot at stuff, that's like exactly like Panzer Dragoon.
And I heard people describe this game as kind of like a Dreamcast tech demo, because it has a little bit of everything. Like you got the Sonic stage,
including fishing,
which is Sonic. You got Sega Bass Pro Fishing or whatever. You got shooting levels, which can be like a sin and punishment kind of thing if they ever wanted to make it. You got this right here, which would be like for a Panzer Dragoon game if they ever came out for the Dreamcast. So it's just kind of like showing like what the Dreamcast is capable of. Which you could argue that doesn't make for a very good game, but I think that the package itself is so
this section right here is harmless to me. Like the controls are really easy.
Yeah.
Good luck dying on it. It's not very long, and it has some kind of story purpose to it.
And plus, I mean, like Sonic has a plane in the actual Genesis game, so it kind of makes sense that to have something like this. It's a callback to the Genesis game, and it's in 3D this time. It makes sense. It's just showing off what else it can be done. You're just gonna. No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
What am I doing wrong?
You're just supposed to stand in place and then just smash the A button.
That's pretty much what I was doing.
But you didn't do it on your first try. You have to wait for it to open again. Yep. See? There you go. You failed me, Michael.
I failed you again.
0 out of 10. Would not play again. Use flames to burn. Don't ignore that 74% though. It says 0%. Because you failed!
You fucking sucked!
I've never got 100% on that. Is that like you just can't take any damage or what?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know either.
Alrighty, we're in.
This is one of my favorite gags.
Whoops.
I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What?
Why not just change back?
Too late.
Is that a thing like the Tornado 2 can't transform back, it can only transform the first time?
It never does transform back. It never does.
That's true. And apparently Big used to be in the Sega Air Force because he can fly it.
Oh fuck! What was that one Sega game? The arcade game.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
Don't get any ideas, you fools.
You fools! You haven't seen the power this vessel really has.
Does that thing look like
What's
a face
the deal
to
with that fate?
You do see
Yeah,
it.
that thing.
Get a load of this.
It looks like something straight out of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
I was gonna say it looks like something straight out of like a early '90s Nick cartoon, like Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah. Well, there's this boss in Superstar Saga called the Chuckolator, which is like this demon soda that comes to life and attacks you. It's weird, but its face looks exactly
Real
like
quick,
that thing.
I love Sonic's face there. He just like has his eyebrows lowered. It's like, Tails, shut the fuck
I
up.
hate it when he doesn't listen.
Like he's always just,
I bet you weren't expecting this.
The only way you can get to me is through the sky gate.
oh, now you're going through my favorite level.
Well, I'd prefer to.
Well, I'll show you.
God, those facial animations. They're 10 out of 10 though, is what they are.
But Michael, this on a Sega console.
This must be the way to.
You just
This-
fucking fell.
Yeah, they interrupt you to tell you that that's where the next level is for some reason. Like apparently the little monitor outside of the level that says this is the next level wasn't enough.
Yeah.
This level actually does have some interesting pathways you could take.
Yeah, it does. But like when
And I
people
do
say
show them off.
when people say that Sonic Adventure hasn't hold up very well, I say I don't know what you're talking about. The game is aged just fine in terms of the gameplay department, except for this level and one section in the next level. This level, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like it's ambitious, incredibly ambitious.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good though. I don't think it's good, especially the third act of Skydeck. I think that one is.
Yeah,
really
that's
bad.
the clunkiest part of the list, and it has some. The frame rate is absolutely god awful in that part too, on Dreamcast.
It's trying to do way too much with so little.
Like I'm sure that the GameCube version doesn't run at 60 FPS 100% of the time. I'm sure that there are drops, but there is nothing. I find that when the frame rate gets bad in this version, it gets really bad.
It's like there were a couple of times where I even noticed that it dropped, and I normally don't have an eye for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like it gets absolutely terrible in the third section you're talking about is, it's why I bring it up. There's this little area over here with the rocket, takes you to an extra guy, or bomb.
You know, that path always gives me a hard time. Like getting to the path with the rocket, I can never do it.
Really?
Yeah. I think maybe I've done it like once before, but it's never consistent with me. Then this part right here, where you're getting ready to run up the little walkway. This one's always really
Yeah, I
clunky.
think the big problem with this level is that it wants you to run around in these really cramped little hallways.
And there's a lot of
That makes
automated
it-
sections too.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't...
Like, it's like I keep bumping against the wall because I can barely move. You know what because Sonic moves so fast. Then there's an extra guy down there you can get right.
I didn't know that. I saw you jump off. I'm like, Michael, what are you doing? We gotta
Michael,
warn
you
him.
have so much to live for.
You're still young.
For some reason, it counts as me reading the one above.
Huh.
That's weird. I don't know why that happened.
I've never even read that before. Oh! Yeah. But yeah, Skydeck sucks. How far did it take you
Yeah.
back?
Just a little bit. Yeah, but that cannon's out for blood. Make sure the best way to survive it is to get up to the upper levels, so that even if it shoots a platform out from under you, you'll just fall to a lower one and you can keep moving.
I mean, I think as Tails, this level's inoffensive. You could just like fly through everything.
Yeah.
Are you gonna climb it? Yes. Yeah, there you go. That's how I always used to do it. Back when I was first playing this game for the first time. When I was just a wee lad. See, now I had
I was
issues.
but a wee lad of 7 moons.
I had issues with that rocket a couple of times, where I would shoot the rocket at the, I would shoot the rocket at the rocket, I guess, or at the missile launcher, and
Yeah.
it would hit it, but it wouldn't go through, so I'd have to do it again. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
No.
But I did
Okay.
have like, when I was playing Final Egg during my test playthrough, like, you know, there's, like, that second section with the giant fan? Mm-hmm. Like, there's a part, like, right at the end, there's an elevator, right?
Right.
I fell through the elevator when I tried to step on it.
Huh.
And this is in the Dreamcast version.
I don't think I've ever... Does it happen here, or no? It was a test playthrough.
It doesn't happen in this playthrough, like, I stepped on the elevator and it just worked. So I don't know what went wrong.
You know, I do know that there is a very small gap between the platform and the elevator. It's very small, but if you fall through it, it is a bottomless pit. I know that much, because that has happened to me, but I never actually, like... You know what? No. No, I remember this one time, I don't remember, I think this was either the PS3 version or the regular Steam version, where I get into the elevator is going down, and then all of a sudden I hear Sonic go, "No!" Scream face to black, I lost a life.
Not here.
Or Sonic Unleashed goes, "Ah!" Did you know that apparently Jason Griffith, whatever, Jason,
Yeah, he had a cold.
He had a cold when he was recording those lines. That must have hurt. There's a trick you can do in here. No, you did it wrong.
If you thought that was bad, just wait. This is what I mean. I hate these narrow walkways because you fall right off.
Yep.
And you keep slamming. Look at the frame rate.
Yeah. Look, you can tell by
Frame
the
rate
clouds in the
goes to
background too.
complete
They are
shit in this section.
chugging. Good lord.
Okay. It's chugging like a choo-choo train.
Come on, Dreamcast. You think you can. You think you can. You think you can. You think you can. The little Dreamcast that could.
See, the problem is that I keep trying to move, but you just need to stand still, and then it will take you to the spring that you need to get to, but I keep trying to move into it, which is...
Well,
you know,
also, the debris is knocking you back, too.
There you go, that's what you're supposed to do.
And I know in the
Like this-
GameCube version, on these ladders, his eyes will vanish. Or his pupils will vanish.
Really.
Yeah, so it's just white.
Look at that, he gets like stuck on the wall. It's like the collision detection in these teeny walkways is just the
Are you
worst.
gonna jump? Are you gonna jump? Yeah, there you go.
And then you get like
You get
stuck,
stuck
on
in
the wall in that
yeah.
part.
Happens to me all
I've
the
never
time. Like,
it happens in every version.
I was about to say every version that always happens. But there's actually a skip that you can do. It's like the platform at the very beginning where it has red arrows. If you spin dash jump and use that as a ramp, you can actually time it, or you can actually jump to where you get onto get on like a rail, and then if you run up that rail, it'll take you to the platform with the switch that'll rotate the A carrier. Hit that switch and you just go down, and then you clear the level. Helps with getting the A mission.
I've always wondered where the sky deck is supposed to take place because
Is that it?
it looks
It
way
might be.
bigger than the
Well,
actual
let's
A
check out
carrier.
the bridge.
Like even as a kid, I was like, you know, this feels like a little bit too big for the ship.
I always thought it was like on the bottom, but even then, like if you go on the bottom of the A carrier, like you even see that when you're doing the tornado level. So it can't be that. It just gives them an excuse to have a neat little sky level. That's a callback to what's it called again? Wing Fortress. Are you showing off a Chao Garden?
Oh, it's more like when you visit the areas, like you permanently unlock the teleporter. I was just trying to turn on the teleporter so that I wouldn't have to come back for this. I don't know what my thought process was.
There they go. Sorry, Jeb, no
For some
Chao
reason-
Garden for you.
teleporter doesn't like to work.
I wonder what the... Because, like, this one always interested me, though. Like, this was always my favorite Chao Garden to go to. It's because of that missile. Not sure why, but just having that little set piece there, I remember it. Like, I don't really remember, like, what the Mystic Ruins one looks like, or the Station Square one, but I remember that missile. I remember thinking to myself, this is a place, like, this is like a daycare. For, like, little animals. And there's a fucking warhead right there. For kids!
You know, for kids! A family picture.
Were those things always pink?
What things?
The monitors, they're pink.
I think it's a lighting effect. They're not like that in the other versions.
Huh.
Do you remember if they had, like, the sunset? Like, you know, there's the day to night system?
Yeah, I don't think so.
And then, so yeah, so there was no sunset in the other versions.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. That's interesting, then.
Huh. I guess I have to
now we
replay it
have
to
one of the
find out.
longest... Guess, now we have one of the longest cutscenes in the game. And we get to watch this 4 times.
It all depends on how you pace it out. It won't be as tedious.
That's like 4 out of 6 characters, though, so like,
Yeah.
no matter what, you're gonna have to see it multiple times in a row.
It is a problem. Oh, shut up, Michael. You're critiquing one of my favorite games.
No way!
Stop!
Be gone, all of you! This is all I really need.
Oh, here he comes. Best boy! Best boy! There he is! Yes!
What is your wish, Master Robotnik?
I love him.
Ryan... oh, so when you said that you spent the night with Jack, is this who you were referring to?
Get rid of these pests!
No.
Show them what you
I'm
got!
talking about Jack Daniels.
And I'm sure Mr. Daniels is jealous of your relationship with the robot.
I have no relationship with the robot. He is my child. He is pure. He's innocent. I love him. He's like a cinnamon roll. Don't do
Oh,
it.
hey, we all know that the true cinnamon roll is Jeb.
Don't you hit the robot. Don't hit the... Stop! Stop!
I have to. That was the best boss fight ever, wasn't it?
Top 10 anime deaths.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
You know, that actually works for Gamma too, because he goes against Eggman.
Me? Shut up, you big bag of bolts!
Stop it, Sonic!
I love this version of
So-
It Doesn't Matter.
Step aside, Amy.
How is it that Sonic High School phrases it, do the sex to them?
Dude,
Yeah, have you ever done the sex to Gamma?
Hurt him?
Why? No, I would not, because he's just a baby bird
Whatever you
inside
Oh.
that outer, hard, cold
You
shell.
must have your reasons.
It's a metaphor for how society causes us to retreat into a facade. The bird represents our true spirit fettered by the metal shackles of society.
We're all just little birds that just want to fly and be free.
Well, what about
You want to
All
fly
around
high.
the world, statues crumble for me. For once, it wasn't a Linkin Park reference.
For once.
For once. I'm sure.
Oh,
Okay, what happened there?
I don't know.
Hurry, Tails. Take Amy and get out of here.
I don't know. Are you?
I should hope that the Elgato didn't have a recording error.
I mean,
would've
it
noticed.
looks fine. It sounds fine.
the egg carrier's losing altitude?
No,
Maybe it was a rendering error.
maybe that didn't happen like in game. That was like,
You know, that's possible. I wouldn't put it past this game.
wow.
Oh. I was trying to see if I could get upstairs, but I couldn't. Not as this character, anyway.